about people. But I heard the guy say, he said his mother fed everybody in the neighborhood. I mean, everybody. He said it was nobody that couldn't stop at his mom or grandmother's house. I think it was his grandma. In the neighborhood, she would put everybody on the list. Is what the guy said. He said everybody was on this list to be fed. Everybody was on this list to be loved and taken care of. He said, but the one person that his granny didn't put on the list was herself, right? And we got to stop that, man. We got to stop that. We come from a long history of over-caring people, right? Over-caring people, people that's been through in captivity, man, in captivity, being brutalized, being beat. We come from a place, man, of some horrible things, man, dismemberments of our body parts. We come from a place, man, being taken away from our families, man, being having to travel over far waters and all that. But yet, we caring about folks, right? No matter if they're doggers, we still care about folks. And I think that's what we got to work on. I'm not saying go and all this. But if somebody hits you, man, you might, I mean, it's some stuff, man. I mean, you might even read in in uh, in, uh, in that book, right? And it says if somebody hits you, don't hit them back. Like they said something about church the other day. And then sometimes I'll be wondering who wrote this, right? Who wrote this? Because if somebody hits you, man, it's almost impossible for your hand. I know for me, if you go bam, I'm gonna go bam. I just automatically do it. Maybe I do, but it's automatic, right? I can't see myself turning the other side of my face and letting somebody beat me. You already put some marks on my face. Already trying to get some surgeries and some plastic stuff to get some stuff back in order. I mean, but come on, man. You know, uh, yeah, man. So the discomfort, right? Allowing discomfort uh, so we can go and give somebody else. You know, it's a thing, man. So we can make other people comfortable, man. But what's wrong with being comfortable yourself? What's wrong with being able to be home sometime by yourself? Or if you want some company, whenever you want it, you can invite the company over. But what's wrong, man, with sitting back and just not even worried about what the world is into on the outside, right? But we're just being relaxed and say, hey, I'm gonna turn on some Lifetime. I'm gonna turn on something, man, and I'm just gonna enjoy me a nice movie. I'm gonna cook a little dinner, man, for me and my partner or whoever your partner may be, and I'm just gonna kick back, man. But to be discomfort, right? Just to make someone else comfortable, man, it's not fair to you. It's not fair to you when you say you love you and you care for you, right? It's not fair at all, right? So you gotta stop being unfair to yourself, right? You gotta stop rolling into a discomfort just to supply a comfort for someone else, you know. And sometimes we do extras for people, right? Somebody said, "Oh, I don't know how. I don't know how I'm gonna I don't know how I'm gonna keep these lights on. They done sent me about 9 bills, 9 threats that they gonna cut the lights out. I don't know how." And all of a sudden, man, we hear that. We hear, listen, let me help this. Let me help this person. Let me help this girl. Let me help my folks. Right? We did go to elementary school together. You know, we don't tell the whole story, even though the person didn't like us in elementary school, junior high school, or high school. But we say, hey, I'm gonna do this for them. And we don't even realize, man, people don't just mention their bills for nothing. They don't. They throw it out for a reason, man. And they just don't. They throw that stuff out for a reason. So, um, and we bite. Excuse me. Right? Reminds me of my mom. May she rest in peace. Mama used to be like talking to my auntie, man. my auntie Geneva, right? Over the bridge. And I mean, they didn't talk all the time, but when they did talk, it was always before the conversation was over. After 2 or 3 hours of talking, Auntie would say something about a bill and this, and that, and Mama would just go in her purse and find some way to send that money to her, man. And she'd tell me later on, she'd say, "Oh, I gave your auntie $500-600." And I said, "For what?" You know, it was as though we not. I know I'm helping and everything, but you know, I mean, I can't feed everybody on the same day. I'm not gonna even try. But Mama would just give her this money, and she go for the okey doke every time, and it's almost like she paying her the $500. Mama paying her auntie, which was my great auntie, she paying her for the conversation. That's what I'm like. Wow. Sometimes I question. I said, well, that wasn't my goal to go into counseling uh, for that. I just wanted to help the people. But hell, shit. I mean, I'd be a fool not to also get some money for what I'm doing. But man, that was that's a different kind of twist, man, right there. So yeah, she always had them conversations, man. And that money never came back. She said, "Let me borrow this into this." I remember one time, Auntie and them and her old man, he's kind of drunk dude. They came over our house, man, with one of them old school brown bags from Lucky's, right? And they had a few canned goods. And I don't know why they just didn't keep those fruit canned goods in one bag in their trunk. Okay, now when it was time to go, you'd be thinking people drunk and they don't know what they're doing. Man, they took I watched them walk at the door. We wasn't even really tripping because we thought they was kind of getting their own stuff, right? But man, her and her old man, they put all our groceries that we had recently bought from the store. They got some bags they found under the cabinet, and they took our groceries home, man. Can you believe it? Yeah, they took our groceries home, man, and got some money from mama, you know, for one of them conversations.